What's up guys, this is James First and welcome to a new type of video. Let's start off with my first tier list. I'm going to be ranking all Nintendo Switch games releasing as of January 2025. So going from Breath of the Wild to all the way to Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'll do another one since I don't think Nintendo is going to stop releasing Switch games. I think I'll probably go until I would assume maybe 2028 at the earliest. So I'll do another one of those when the last Nintendo Switch game comes out and when I played all them. So let's go over the rankings real quick. S rank is what I consider the greatest games of all time on the Switch. They don't have that many flaws and all that. A ranks are what are great games. B ranks are good games. C ranks are alright games. And D ranks are games that honestly kind of eh. There's really only two games that I think belong in D rank. Not beaten. These are games I own but not beaten and haven't bought. These are Switch games that I haven't bought yet. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, everyone's favorite, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm putting this in D tier. I know, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I'll put it in C tier. I think Breath of the Wild is generally okay. Like, there are people who say that Breath of the Wild changed their life, that it reinvented the Zelda formula. I personally don't see it. I think even modern Zelda took away a lot of soul that the old Zelda had, like dungeons, good story, the world, basically. Like, I don't know. It just feel Breath of the Wild feels like a giant open world, but without that much depth to it. I don't know. And even the dungeons are just like, in my opinion. So yeah, it's not bad, but I don't know. I think they just took a couple steps back when it comes to modern Zelda. 1-2 Switch. I do not own this game, so I can't really say much about that. And the same thing with Snipper Clips. I do not own this game, but with the having bought games, I'm gonna buy them at some point. I just haven't gotten them yet. Now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that is instantly an A game in my opinion. There's really not much to say about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is one of the most best games on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's the most sold game of all time on the Nintendo Switch, which is crazy for a game that originally came out in 2013. Or no, it was 2014, actually. And then it got re released 3 years later. It was just kind of funny. But yeah, props to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, with all the updated stuff and all that they added into it, even the booster course, it definitely deserves a rank. Now, here's one I haven't heard of before, Flip Force. I have never heard of this game, and I do not own it. And the same thing goes for ARMS. I do not own this game, but I have heard good things about it. Splatoon 2, that is another A rank game in my opinion. Uh, I really enjoyed Splatoon 2. I put a good amount of time in it, not as much as Splatoon 3, but we'll get into that later. But the Octo expansion, the main story, I almost said Kelly and Marie, but Pearl and Marina are great idols, and I really do love them. So yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I was, hmm, I was thinking of S rank, but I'm gonna go with A rank as well. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. When this was first announced, it's like Mario and Rabbids, what the heck? But when you actually play it, it is really fun, and it even warranted enough to get a sequel. So yeah, I really like the combat. It's kind of like XCOM if you play those games. But yeah, I think it deserves A rank. Pokken Tournament Deluxe, I do not own. I do own Pokken Tournament on the Wii U, but I don't own the deluxe version. Fire Emblem Warriors, that is, I think that's another A game in my opinion. I really like Fire Emblem Warriors because it has an original story and an original cast. Well, the main two characters. So yeah, it was fun just seeing all the characters from the Fire Emblem universe interact with one another. Super Mario Odyssey. I gotta say, I think it's a B tier. I think just some of the moons you have to get are kind of I mean, it's not really worth it unless you really look it up. I mean, I beat the game, and then just after that, I just had to look up what moons had to get. I still enjoyed the Mario Odyssey. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it levels up to like stuff like Galaxy or even Sunshine. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm putting that in S rank. It's our first S rank game. Xenoblade Chronicles, there's not really much to say about it. They're all amazing games. Xenoblade Chronicles X on my copy should be coming in soon. So yeah, I really like Rex. I'll gotta say, when I first played it, I didn't really understand the combat since it was like they don't really explain it to you. But after going through it alongside Chuck Conroy, I enjoyed it way more. I enjoyed the story, the cast, the world even, and how it connects to the first game. So yeah, I didn't even know Dragon Quest Builders was a first party. Well, I haven't bought this one either. Bayonetta, um, I think I'm gonna put both Bayonettas and B tier. I think they're both fine games. They're really fun. I do love Bayonetta as a character and all that. So yeah, and both games were pretty fun. Kirby Star Allies, I think it's a B as well. When it first came out, there was not that much content to it, but over time they added more and it made it a lot more enjoyable. If this didn't have all the extra content, I think it may be a C tier game, but it's fun, especially if you have family or friends. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, I think it's also an A rank game. I like the original story. I like the Zelda characters from different worlds interacting with one another. I think that's really cool. And honestly, I think that's the way they should go. They should just make another Hyrule Warriors instead of just doing another one in the Breath of the Wild world. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Nintendo Labo. I do not own any of the Nintendo Labo ones, so let me put all four of them in there just for now. Was there only three? I swear there was like four of them. Okay. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I'm gonna put that. I'm not sure where to put this one. I'll put it in S tier as well. I really enjoy Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze and Returns are the only Donkey Kong Country games I ever played, and I greatly enjoy them. I will say though, Tropical Freeze is a lot harder from what I remember. It's been years since I played it, but I really like it. The level design's good and all that. So yeah, I think it deserves S rank. Pokemon Quest. I have this, but I haven't even started it yet. Sushi Striker with Sushido. I do not own this game. Mario Tennis Aces. Oh yeah, I don't own this game either. I don't own most of the Mario sports games. There's only one I own. Octopath Traveler. I haven't beat this game yet. I put about a good like 40 hours into it, but another game came along the way. I do like it, but it's just long and I have a lot of other JRPGs I need to get through. So one day I'll come back to this. I think I'm going to restart it and start with a new character. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That's an S rank in my opinion. I love a good puzzle game, and it's not that long either. So, yeah, it was originally a Wii U game, but they brought it over back and added a lot more levels into it. So, I really enjoyed it. Go Vacation. I do not own this one. Oh, there's the other Nintendo Labo. I don't own that either. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country. I'm gonna have to put that in B tier. I think the thing with Torn of the Golden Country is that you have to do a bunch of side quests in order to actually progress the main plot, which is, I'll be honest, kind of the community and all that. I don't know. The story itself is fine, and I really like it. It adds more background to characters like Amalthus, Jin, can't for name, Laura. I think that was her name. But yeah, a lot of characters you wouldn't otherwise that didn't get that much shine in the original Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They got a lot more shine in Torna, so I'm really grateful for that. Super Mario Party, that's another. Mm. I don't know. I had some fun moments playing with my siblings. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it an A tier. I really did enjoy this game. I played a lot of it with my siblings when it first came out and over the years. So yeah, a lot of great memories. I know people don't really like playing with the Joy-Con, but honestly, I think that's a skill issue in my opinion. Like if you can't play with the Joy-Con with just a Joy-Con, then I don't know. In my opinion, that's a skill issue. The World Ends With You. I believe I do own this game, but I haven't beaten it. And Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I think both of these games are B tier at best. A lot of people didn't really were like, when these were the first Pokemon games shown up for the Switch, and you know how it is. A Pokemon game releases, everyone gets onto it, be like, why you do this? And then 3 years later, they're like, why? When the next one comes out, what? Why doesn't it look like the old game? All the Pokemon games are fine on the Switch. I just think a lot of people have problems and too high expectations when it comes to Pokemon in general. But yeah, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were fun. I enjoy them. Same with Super Mario Party. If you can't play with one Joy-Con, like I think that's I hate to say it, but I really think it is a skill issue if you can't just play with one Joy-Con. I don't know. I got used to it. I'm fine with it. The catching mechanic was fun. It was only in this game, so that's fine. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think. Mm, I'll put it in B tier. Now, here's the thing: when World of Light was announced, and here's the thing: I love Brawl because of the Subspace Emissary, seeing all the characters interact and all that in the cutscenes. I was hoping for that in World of Light, and they didn't give that us to it. Otherwise, the game is fine, like playing with siblings, friends, and all that. I had a fun time, but I don't know. I'm a story guy. For me, when it comes to games, story and gameplay really matters. So if one's missing, then eh. Fitness boxing, I do not own, and same thing with Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I own the Wii U game, but I don't own the Switch version. Tetris 99, well, I mean, I do own it, but I haven't beat. I haven't. Well, no, you have to actually pay for it, so I haven't gotten that yet. Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm gonna put that in C. It wasn't really as memorable as Woolly World, which is kind of sad, honestly, because I really enjoyed Woolly World, but I don't have that many memories with Crafted World. So I mean, it was still fun, but hey, Box Boy plus Box Girl. I don't know. Do you guys remember Box Man? But I don't think I own this game. I might have just bought it, but no, I didn't. That was something else. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer. I own this, but I haven't beaten it yet. Super Mario Maker 2. I didn't really play that much. I played the first one quite a bit, but this one, eh, I don't know. I think it just, I don't know. With one, it had the gamepad, which made it a lot more easier to create levels and whatnot. And with two, it just, I don't know. It feels like kind of a drag. I do hope the mouse feature kind of helps that out. So when Super Mario Maker 3 comes out, it'll be a lot better. Dragon Quest Builders 2, I do not own this game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, uh, I played this solo and I really liked it, but I think I would enjoy it more if I play with friends. I think it's really meant to be a multiplayer game, so if you have any friends and you have this game, just go nuts with Marvel characters. I'm even surprised it's a first party Nintendo game. Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've only gone through one route, but I love this game. I know people have a problem with the school system and all that, even especially in JRPGs, but I didn't mind that. I played Persona. I love the hell out of Persona. So seeing this in Three Houses didn't really bother me. Instead, it actually made it stand out amongst the other Fire Emblem games. So yeah, I really enjoyed it like that. Oh man, Astral Chain. When is the second one coming out? That belongs in S. Actually, put it above all these. Astral Chain, phenomenal game from Platinum Games, I gotta say. I'll be honest, I was kind of disappointed because it seemed like it was going to be open world, which I know I said that about Breath of the Wild, but this was a huge city with all that. But yeah, I really love Astral Chain, the combat, the story. Please, please, Platinum, make a second one. Or, I don't know, I think a lot of people left, but please make a second one. I would love to see Astral Chain 2. Is this one of the Kirby Clash games? I think I might own it. I'll put it not being. Damon X Amakama. I do not own this. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I did a Let's Play this years ago. I'm gonna put in B tier. It's a fun remake. It's honestly a lot better than the original. If you don't know, in the original, you have to actually only have two items on at a time. In the remake, a lot of the items are now moved to different buttons, so it makes traveling a lot more easier. You don't have to pause, switch items, and whatnot. I know people have problems with Dompe, but that's a side thing, so I don't really see the issue with that. Oh well, I forgot Dragon Quest 11's on here. This is one of the few, or I think this is the only Dragon Quest game I've ever beaten. But I remember I didn't when I believe this came out around the same time as Link's Awakening. I got these two and AI the Somnium Files. I didn't pre-order Dragon Quest, but I got it when I was there, and I fell in love with this game. The world, the story, the characters interacting with one another. It, it was my first Dragon Quest game, and or no, actually, I'm a bit lying since I did a little bit of 3DS ones, but those were only like an hour. This one I played through all the way till the end, and just seeing the characters grow and all that in the world, it's like really good. I really like it. Ring Fit Adventure, I own this game, and I actually put quite a bit of time into it, but I never beat it. Luigi's Mansion 3, S tier. I love Luigi's Mansion 3. It brought back everything I loved about 1 and all the stuff I like about 2. I do kind of wish there was more boss ghosts, but that's a little nitpicky. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I do not own this. And what the heck is the Stretchers? I don't know. I don't own this one either. Now, Sword and Shield. I'll be honest, both of these are alright games. People complain about them. They always complain about Pokemon. That's all Pokemon fans are known for, and Pokemon haters. But Sword and Shield are generally fun games, in my opinion. I put a good amount of time into them. And the DLC actually helped it a lot. It expanded a lot more of the Galar region and added more storylines to it. So yeah, I know people were like, "Oh, the tree," but honestly, aside from Wild Era, which I didn't really like, the story was but the world is good. So, I don't really mind it as much. Brain Training, I do not own this one. Oh, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. A sharp FE, I always call it hashtag FE, but Encore. I think this is a good B game. It's kind of underwhelming, or not underwhelming, but kind of sad that this game doesn't really get that much attention, even though it's really good. I do admit some of the dungeons do get kind of repetitive and too long, but honestly, if you get past that, and I believe the battles have a speed up function, it's really fun. Like, honestly, go through it. I know I wasn't expecting when they first announced it because it was originally going to be Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, and this is what we got, but honestly kind of like it. I hope they do another one someday. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. That is another B game in my opinion. I really hope because from what I'm hearing is that the only way they're going to do more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I think this is what they said, is that if the Shyren games do well, so I hope they do well so we get either a new one or explores the Sky at DX because Rescue Team DX was really fun. I'm still a bit salty about the friend zones, but other than that, it's really good. It brought it to the big screen, and I remember Blue Rescue Team and Diamond were my first two DS and Pokemon games. So having this on Switch was kind of awesome. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Mm, I'm putting an A rank. I had a lot of fun playing with my sisters with this game during COVID, and honestly, like, yeah, it was short lived, but I had a lot of fun. Good job. I actually do own this game, but I haven't beaten it. I think me and my sister started a while ago, or a couple years ago, but we never really got further into it. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, that is another S rank game. I'll put it next to the good old 2. I love Xenoblade Chronicles first. I think it's my favorite out of the trilogy so far. Just seeing the Bionis and Mechonis, like how they were originally and how they got and how their worlds are like connected, like all the races and all that, how all the conflict started, and just the story in general. I really do love it, and it's so much fun going through all the areas. 51 or Clubhouse? Is it Clubhouse Games? Worldwide Games 51. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I do not own this one yet. I am surprised I don't own this many Switch games. Or I do own a lot of Switch games, I just don't own all these. Jump Rope Challenge, I also do not own. Pokemon Cafe Remix, I think that's it's alright. Like I got my enjoyment out of it. I think it deserves in C tier. It's not that bad of a game. It's just kind of repetitive. Though it is a free to play game, what do you expect? Paper Mario the Origami King? Hmm, I think it's in C also. I will admit the battle system is really, really lame, but I do like the story. It's not the best, but it is a step up from what we got from Color Splash and Sticker Star. Super Mario 3D All Stars, that is an A game in my opinion. Where are you at? Or, hmm, honestly, I'll give it B. The reason I'm giving it B is that they only had it on sale for a few months. Like, what were they thinking? That's so weird, but we have 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, like all in one cartridge if you manage to buy it during those 3 months, but they're still available. But yeah, it's fun. The Kirby fighting game too. I don't think I own this one. Super Mario Bros. 35. You were a good game. You were a good game. Still with the same thing with Super Mario 3D All Stars. I'm surprised this one is even on there. Like it only lasted a few months, but it was fun the few times I played it. Mario Kart Live, I do not own this. Part-time UFO, I think I actually just bought this one. No, yeah, I did. I bought it, but I haven't even started yet. Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I love my Pikmins. I love everything about them. That is an A rank in my opinion. I know a lot of people have with Pikmin problems with Pikmin 3 because they didn't add a lot of stuff that 2 added. And I will say one of my problems with Pikmin 3 is that you don't really feel under pressure like you did in the first game. But Pikmin 3 is really fun. I love it. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'm gonna be honest, I actually enjoy this game quite a lot. It's probably my favorite game in the Breath of the Wild era. And I know people were like the frame rate and all that. I didn't really see an issue when I played it years ago. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to frame rate issues in games, like it doesn't really bother me that much. As long as the game runs and plays fine, the story is good, I'm alright with that. But it was good to see that was my problem with Breath of the Wild is that you have the champions and I wanted to like interact with them. And in Age of Calamity you were able to, so that's why I really like this one. Fire Emblem. Oh, this is the one they had available in the collector's edition. I own it, but I haven't beaten it yet. Fitness Boxing 2. I do not own this one. And is that one Buddy Bond mission? Or the Buddy Bond game? I don't own it. I do. With Bakaru coming out, or it's already out. I do hope they're able to. Think I believe it's called Buddy Bond Mission, but I do hope they're able to bring this one like they did with Bakaru. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. That is another B game in my opinion. I really enjoyed Bowser's Fury. I think it's a good blueprint for what the next 3D Mario is going to be. I think when this video is coming out, the Switch 2 might be already revealed, or the Switch 2 Direct should be out. So I hope we get to see the next 3D Mario in it. Bravely Default 2. I think I beat the first act of the game. I don't think I fully beat the story of it, but we'll put in B rank. Bravely Default 2 is fun. It's just those games are hard. You gotta be careful about what you do and do all the side quests if you can, because that'll get you XP to go further and be careful in the battles. You gotta really strategize them. New Pokemon Snap. Hmm, I think I'm gonna put in B rank. I will say some of the missions are kind of eh. Like the game itself is fine, but it's one of those games where I really love it, but It's kind of tedious to complete because there's a lot of missions you gotta do to get certain Pokemon to do certain things in the areas, and sometimes you think you got it, but you don't. I don't know, it's just kind of weird like that. I never did try out the free DLC though. I think there was one part where you shrink down in size. So that's kind of cool to know. It's kind of interesting that it got free DLC. Like most of the time they'll be like, you gotta pay for this, but this was free. So yeah, I'm kind of shocked about that. The first two Famicom Detective Club games I do not own. Nintendo, please release a physical version here in the States. I will buy it. I bought Emio. I want to buy these first two physically. Come on, Nintendo, do it. Metopia, I own the 3DS version, but I don't own the Switch version. And this is the DC Superhero Girls game. I don't own it either. And wow, there are a lot I skipped over in 2020 and 2021. Game Builder Garage, I don't own, and Mario Golf Super Rush, I do not own. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, I believe it's a really good game. Here's the thing, I I had problems with the Breath of the Wild. Even when Skyward Sword first came on the Wii, and you were struggling like hell with the Wiimote and the nunchuck. I still struggled like hell, but I enjoyed it because it had a good story and a good world. Yeah, it was linear, but I'm fine with that. So yeah, and HD made it better where you just control the sword with the right stick. So yeah, that made it a lot more enjoyable, a lot more easier, and I actually beat it pretty well this time. I didn't struggle like hell on the final boss like I did when I was like, I don't know, 13, 12 at the time. Pokemon Unite, I don't own that. Get WarioWare Get It Together. I think I put about 2 hours in this, a couple hours into this game. I think I beat the entire story in one day, but I never really got back to it. But yeah, it was a fun little game. Metroid Dread. Get that sucker up, or get that beautiful lady up to S tier. Metroid Dread was really, really good. I enjoyed the hell out of this game. The enemies were a cool concept where you have to like in certain areas the enemies were active and you have to run and hide from them, try to get to the end as possible. Those things scared the crap out of me every time I entered one of the areas. And the story itself is really good. I love it. I love Samus and all that. Mario Party Superstars. Hmm. Yeah, I'll put it on A rank. I think I only did each board once with my siblings, but we really get to enjoy it. All right, we got some a bit of a two controversial games in my opinion. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I know some people are gonna be mad since they're over Breath of the Wild, but I had more fun with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl than with Breath of the Wild. They are not bad games. A lot of people like to give them crap, and Yoka now has a bad rep because of these games. But the thing about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they were not. We now know they weren't originally planned. But if we just had it's going to be in a little bit later, but Legends Arceus, I think people would still be disappointed because we want moderns to know and all that. We want them to look like Sword and Shield, which when the trailer first come up, I was fine with the art style. Like, could it be better? Absolutely, but I'm still glad with what we got. We got the best. We get the best of both worlds. Na 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 na. I have no life. But yeah, I think Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are fine games. Could they be better? Absolutely. Should we have Platinum? Yes, we should, but I'm glad with what we got. Big Brain Academy, I don't own. This actually was this the December game? That's kind of crazy. Back in 2022 or 2021. Pokemon Legends Arceus, that is an A rank game. Legends Arceus, phenomenal game. Probably the best game on this best Pokemon game on the Switch. Well, that might be a that might have to rival Legends ZA when that comes out at the end of this year. But I love Legends Arceus, seeing Sinnoh region, or actually at the time Hisui region, seeing how it was old, seeing like where the what where these towns where all the towns were originally, or where the land where the towns were. I don't even know how I'm saying it, but where the land was before, like it's all civilized now and modern, seeing it in the past and all that, seeing all the ancestors and all that. Just and honestly, it's kind of one of the more darker games on the Switch, or one of the more darker Pokemon games that they made in a while. Triangle Strategy. Do I own this game actually? Okay, I just checked real quick. Yes, I do own this game, but I haven't even touched it yet. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That is an A rank game in my opinion. Kirby and the Forgotten Land was really cool. They brought Kirby 3D. I know people were like, it's gonna be fully open world, and I'm like, please don't. Please don't. Not every series needs to be open world and all that, but Kirby and Forgotten Land, the stages are fun, the mouthful ability is cool. And Kirby games. At the very end it gets really dark, so yeah, Kirby and Forgotten Land, really good. Nintendo Switch Sports. I am sorry, Bo. I do not own this game yet, but maybe someday. Okay, we have Mario Strikers Battle League about football. Oh, I know this is probably the European version, but about Mario Strikers Battle League. It is one of the few games I consider a D tier. There's no story mode. They spread out all the characters, drip feed us. There wasn't really any content at the beginning. It's a letdown considering that how the first two Striker games were. Those two games were awesome. This game, it's a letdown, honestly. Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes. I think I'm nearing the end of this one, but I haven't beaten it yet. A lot of other games got in the way. Live Alive, Live Alive. Uh, hmm. I'll put it in S tier. I really like the idea of going through different ages throughout time and playing a character in that specific age. And then when you get to the end, they all come together to fight against a big bad. I think that was really cool. I didn't even know or this wasn't originally, I think it was SNES. It was on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, only in Japan. And this is the first time it came into the States, and a remake also. So I do hope they do another one. I really do love this one. Oh man, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I love you so much, but I haven't beaten you yet. I'm so sorry. Maybe one day when I get back to you. Kirby's Dream Buffet. Can you actually beat this game? I do own it, but I only played it a few times. Splatoon 3. I'm putting that in S rank. I know some people love Splatoon 2 over 3, but I put so much time in the game. And I'm a lore guy. I'm a lore guy. So when they added all that lore into the story mode, holy crap, did I love the lore or the world more. And honestly, Big Man, Shiver, and Fry are good characters as well. And the DLC wasn't even that bad. Also, they added like a roguelike section or a roguelike, da da da, a roguelike into the DLC, which is kind of cool. Honestly, it was frustrating a couple times, but hey, I enjoyed it for what it was. I think it's my most played Switch game as of now. So yeah, I love the hell of Splatoon 3. And we are almost done. We only have a few games left. I think we're in 2023. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I'm gonna be honest. What I put Mario plus Rabbids? I think I'm gonna put this in C tier. I don't know. The rabbits talking just kind of. I know that's a weird excuse to put in C rank. I'll put it in B rank. Uh, I don't know. Like Mario plus Rabbids 1 was really good. The sequel, I mean that's good, but I don't really put it on the same level as the first one. Still fun and all that. Bayonetta 3, I own you. I own the collector's edition of it, but I haven't beaten that one yet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm putting both of those in A rank. I love Scarlet and Violet. Yes, do they have problems, graphical problems? Yes, they do. I am not denying that. But man, is the story good? The new mons are awesome. How they could have a bit more to it, and so can the Blueberry Academy and Kitakami, but I love the story. I like how there's three separate storylines now, and they all converge at one point or at the end. And honestly, when you get to the end, it gets like really dark, especially with Area Zero. The characters like they're talking about their story and all that. So yeah, I know people have problems with Scarlet and Violet, and I can see why, but I love it. I'm a Pokemon fan. I don't really expect much when it comes to graphics. As long as the story and gameplay are fine, I'm good. Fire Emblem, engage. Was a zo- da- 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 na- 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 da- na- 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 na. That's an A rank in my opinion. I'm trying to remember the opening theme song. I really love Fire Emblem Engage. It's kind of a I don't really know what to say about it. It's more it brought back or it went back to its roots. It's not too overly complicated. It's pretty a simple Fire Emblem game, just a lot with a lot of the old characters in it, which that's a huge part of the game. And honestly, I didn't really expect to actually feel sorry for the main villain, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I really loved Fire Emblem Engage. Really good. Weird how it leaked like a year or two before it actually released, which is kind of crazy. Metroid Prime Remastered. Like with Dread, that game is S rank. I have never played the Metroid Prime games before, and actually getting to play them, or getting to play Prime, the first one, I really enjoyed it. I do wish it was a bit easier to navigate the map, like, because I was going for all the collectibles and I did get all of them, but someone was like, where do I go for this one? But the world is good, the bosses were fun, and yeah, Kirby's Return to the Dreamland Deluxe. This one was fine. Wasn't really that, or I mean, it was fun. It's a Kirby game. All Kirby games are fun, but it was kind of interesting that they decided to remake this one. It is a remake. I didn't do Magalore's little side mode in the game. I hope to get to that at some point, but I enjoyed what I played of this. Oh, well, I didn't know the North Star Fitness Boxing was part of this. Cereza and the Lost Time, or Cereza and the Lost Demon. I own this one, but I haven't beaten it yet, or I haven't even started it yet. Here we go. Advance Wars 1 plus 2 Reboot Camp. Now, for those who don't know, this game was originally going to release, I believe, in at the end of 2021, but you know what? It was delayed, and you know what happened. So, yeah, it's a shame that it took forever for it to actually release. But I really enjoy this game. I do wish this was my first time playing the Advance Wars games, or actually beating them. So, kind of wish you could see more interaction with the characters and all that. I don't know. Maybe that's a problem because Fire Emblem does that so well, but Advance Wars doesn't. I do hope do get another one, or at least the DS games remade, so the franchise doesn't completely die off. But yeah, I really enjoy those games. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I put about 80 hours into this game, and I have not beaten it. Sorry, sorry. Even if I did beat it, I think I'll put it in C tier. I don't know. Even if I do think it's better than Breath of the Wild, I don't know. I was playing through it, and then Peak came out the next month or a few months later. So yeah, Pikmin 1 and 2. Um, I'm gonna put both of those in B tier. I think they're fine ports as they are, but I do have. It is a shame how they had to change all the licensing for Pikmin 2. And now all the treasures look kind of weird, honestly. Everyone wants to Switch. I don't own this game. Weird how they. Weird how it's the only Nintendo Switch game that was 30 at the time. At least I think so for physically. And now we had the best game of 2023. Yeah, fuck you, Tears of the Kingdom. Pikmin 4 deserves its shine. It deserves its shine and all that. That is my favorite game on the Switch of all time. As a Pikmin fan, you have no idea how ecstatic I was when they announced this game back in 2022. Yeah, September. Where Miyamoto was like, we have this coming out. And man, it's good. It took everything from the first three games and made it a lot better. And Ochi is a cool character too. And honestly, there's a lot more lore, which I really love it. I'm a lore guy, so Seeing all this lore being dropped in Pikmin 4 was really, really good. Man, and I can't believe it's almost going to be 2 years since this game first came out. What the heck? Why does time move by so quickly when you're an adult? F-099, I did a few races of it. I haven't beaten it yet. Detective Pikachu Returns. It's a D rank in my opinion, and this is coming from a Pokemon fan. This game was, eh, it's kind of bad, honestly. And and the funny thing is, I really enjoyed the first one on the 3DS. I don't know why they didn't even bother to bring the first one onto the Switch, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. It was eh. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Uh, I mean, it is the best 2D Mario, so we'll put it in A rank. I do like uh the Wonder mechanic. I do wish they hopefully expand it to. I do think Wonder 2 is going to happen eventually, but hopefully they take what they learned from Wonder and expand upon it in Wonder 2. WarioWare, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I I'll be honest, I put a lot more time into Move It than Get It Together, and I really enjoyed Move It. It got me moving, as the name Move It, but it was cool. Super Mario RPG, it is the only place you'll be. Those lyrics don't match up. At least I think I have it right. But an RPG that's not 60 hours long, uh, yeah, there's really not much to say about Super Mario RPG. It is beloved. I really love it. So yeah, that's going in A rank. Just seeing Mallow and Gino and all the gang back in 3D, it's really good. Another code recollection. I'm gonna be honest. I'm putting a B tier. I One of the things I do like Ashley and how she deals with her absentee father, and it's really good. The story's good. One of my problems though, I wish there was more puzzles. Like they advertise it like, hey, there's gonna be all these puzzles, and there were a few, but I kind of wish there were more of them. Maybe it would be an A if there was more. Man, we are almost done. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This was my most recent Let's Play, so I'm gonna put in B tier. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, I love it. I did a Let's Play of it just recently, so if you want to check it out, do it. It did really well. Like I think it sold over 1 million, so I hope that warrants like a new game in the series or remakes of the other games. So hopefully it doesn't fully die off. Princess Peach Showtime. I'm gonna give this a C. I mean, it's fun for what it was, and people had high expectations for this game. I kept my expectations low since it's a new. Well, Peach isn't a new character, but it's a new IP having her get or be the lead in it. So I think it did really well. It sold over 1 million, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I do hope if they do another one that they add a lot more to it, so it makes it a lot more interesting. Endless Ocean Luminous, I actually quite enjoyed this game. It was really peaceful, but I do wish there was a actually good story mode into it and not one where you have to do a lot of stuff to unlock it. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Hmm. Do I like this a lot? Yeah, I do. We'll put an S ring. Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door, the best Paper Mario game in this series, and quite possibly the best Mario RPG of all time, in my opinion. The characters, the world, the story, Peach and what's his name? What's his name? Peach and Tech, their relationship and all that. I think it's really heartwarming, very very human almost if you could believe it, like a computer's trying to figure out about love and all that. But Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, it's beloved, it's phenomenal, it's an S rank. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, an HD game that people complain about that was $60, and honestly, I think it's a fine game. I love Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Is it the best game in the series? No. I think 1 and 3 are better, but still fine for what it is. Nintendo World Champions NES Edition. Um, I'll put this in C. It's fun for what it was, but I kind of wish there was more to it, aside from just speed running like I don't know, add more to it. I don't know how they actually add more to it, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Emil the Smiling Man. That is an S rank. This game is dark. A lot of people were like, "What? Why is?" I thought Nintendo was gonna go edgy and all that, but this game, you need to play it if you're looking for something dark. In my opinion, I haven't played the Eternal Darkness games, but I think this is Nintendo's darkest game of all time, and for good reason. I do think there are a bit few pacing issues, but other than that, I enjoyed Emio a lot. Please make more, and I do think they're gonna make more since a lot of people were talking about Emio, and the way they marketed it was kind of awesome. Like they're like, "Who is Emio?" And then they brought back attention to the Famicom Detective Clubs. Like I said, I do hope they bring the first two over to the West, like physically and all that. I would pay money for that. And only 4 games left. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I think this is the best modern game that. It's kind of funny because it's a 2D Zelda game, but I think it's the best one that has released on the Switch era. Something that's new, that's not a remake or a remaster and all that. I do think the Echoes mechanic might need to be ironed out. Maybe add like a challenge mode or something like that, but I think it's fine for what it is. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Did I put all the Mario Party games together? Yeah, I did. All right, we'll put it in A rank as well. All the Mario Party games on Switch are really fun, and Super Mario Jamboree is no exception. And they actually added a lot more. They This is the biggest Mario Party game to date, and there are even side modes that I haven't even tried out, but I played it. I finished a few boards. I finished the story modes, so yeah, I really do enjoy this game. And Mario and Luigi Brothership. I'm putting that in S rank as well. Are there pacing issues? Yes, but by God, they brought back all three Mario RPGs, and it should have been spread out better. Give each game more time to breathe. But Mario and Luigi Brothership, I do really enjoy it. I do love the story, the world, and all that. Like Connie's a good character, and even Zocket is a good main villain. So, and even all the other villains as well, they're really good as well. So, yeah, it is long. That's uh, that's something of a problem, but if you could get past that, this is a really good game. And finally, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Um, hmm. You know what? I'm giving it an S rank. No, I'll give it an A rank. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, another $60 HD port that HD remaster that people got mad about, but hey, it sold. It sold really well. It's still selling. So yeah, it was fun. I really do enjoy it. There's nothing really wrong with Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Phenomenal game. So yeah, and that's all my tier list. Tell me what you think about in the comments and comment L take because I know some people are gonna be like, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, those should be in F rank, but yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what would you rank differently, and if you like this, maybe I'll do more tier list videos in the future. So, yep, I'll see you guys then.